Welcome back to the world of post-apocalyptic tales. In the second part of our list, we delve deeper into 9 more gripping American series that thrust us into ravaged cities, perilous wastelands, and dystopian realities where survival is the ultimate challenge. These series offer not just intense action, but profound emotional and psychological journeys that explore the darkest corners of human nature when civilization collapses. So, let's dive in and discover more of these thrilling, post-apocalyptic worlds. Number 9. Revolution. In a world where technology suddenly ceases to exist, the global blackout leaves humanity in utter chaos. No power, no electricity, no machines, everything that we once relied on crumbles in an instant. What follows is a fight for survival in a world that has reverted to a primitive state. Years after the event, societies have fractured, and cities that once bustled with life now stand in ruins. At the heart of this devastated world is the Matheson family, who harbor a dangerous secret. The key to why the world plunged into darkness and whether there's a way to restore order. But this secret is not safe, and the family finds themselves pursued by a ruthless militia determined to seize control of the future. As they struggle to uncover the truth behind the blackout, they face betrayals, heart-wrenching sacrifices, and the realization that hope may be more elusive than they ever imagined. Revolution is a blend of action, intrigue, and human drama set against the backdrop of a brutal, dystopian world. Number 8. Falling Skies. The world as we knew it has vanished, wiped out by an alien invasion that swept across the planet. The high-tech extraterrestrial forces swiftly destroyed our cities, crippled human civilization, and took millions of lives. What followed was not just an invasion but a complete takeover. Earth became a battlefield, and humanity was driven to the brink of extinction. Amid the ashes of this broken world, a small group of survivors must fight to stay alive. Tom Mason, a former history teacher turned reluctant leader, must now protect his family and a growing band of resistance fighters from both alien invaders and the hostile remnants of humanity. The struggle for survival becomes not just about fighting an overwhelming alien force but dealing with the internal conflicts that emerge as people fight to maintain their humanity in a world that has lost its way. Every day is a battle, and in this new reality, alliances shift, betrayals are commonplace, and the line between right and wrong is more blurred than ever before. Number 7. Twisted Metal. In a devastated, post-apocalyptic world where law and order are distant memories, survival is a brutal and twisted game. Humanity has descended into madness, and the few remaining survivors fight for control of a world where anything goes. This chaotic environment is ruled by psychotic individuals who drive terrifying, weaponized vehicles across the scorched earth. The story follows a lone outsider who has been given an unusual task: deliver a mysterious package through dangerous, hostile territories. Along the way, he must navigate a landscape where the roads are ruled by ruthless drivers, including the infamous Sweet Tooth, a deranged figure behind the wheel of a menacing ice cream truck. In this world, the only rule is that there are no rules, and every encounter is a high-octane fight for survival. Twisted Metal combines dark humor, intense action, and psychological horror, making it one of the most unpredictable and thrilling series in the genre. Number 6. Fear the Walking Dead. As a spin-off and prequel to the iconic The Walking Dead, this series takes us back to the very beginning of the zombie apocalypse, chronicling the downfall of society as we know it. Set in Los Angeles, Fear the Walking Dead explores how the first signs of the outbreak spiral into a catastrophic collapse, with the characters grappling with the sudden loss of civilization. Unlike the established survivors of The Walking Dead, the characters here are ordinary people, each with their own baggage, fears, and personal demons. There are no trained warriors or seasoned survivors, only families, teachers, and regular citizens trying to make sense of the unthinkable. The series explores how people react when everything they know is torn apart, and the true nature of humanity emerges in the face of a growing, overwhelming threat. As the epidemic spreads, the characters are forced to choose, adapt, fight, or die. This is a world where survival is never guaranteed, and trust is a luxury few can afford. Number 5. Sweet Tooth. Set in a world ravaged by a mysterious virus that decimates humanity, Sweet Tooth tells a unique and heart-wrenching story of survival. The virus's devastating effects leave behind a strange and terrifying legacy. Hybrid children, part human and part animal, born after the outbreak. These children, like Gus, a half-boy, half-deer, are feared and hunted, believed by some to be the cause of the catastrophe itself. Gus lives in a secluded forest with his guardian, unaware of the dangerous world beyond. However, when their refuge is discovered, Gus embarks on a harrowing journey through a society obsessed with the hybrids, where these children are seen as both a curse and a potential solution to the world's destruction. Sweet Tooth blends fantasy with post-apocalyptic survival, creating a story that is as much about discovering one's identity as it is about fighting for survival in a world filled with fear, prejudice, and danger. Number 4. Z Nation. Following the outbreak of a deadly virus that turns people into zombies, Z Nation takes us into a world where humanity is struggling to survive amidst an endless undead horde. But in this chaotic world, there's a glimmer of hope. A man named Murphy, who, after being bitten by a zombie, becomes the only known survivor of the infection. His blood contains the potential for a cure, but delivering him to a lab capable of creating a vaccine won't be easy. The survivors accompanying Murphy must navigate a treacherous landscape, avoiding not only zombies but also violent human factions that will do anything to survive. Each step is fraught with danger, and as they move forward, the mystery of Murphy's immunity unravels. Z Nation is a wild, darkly comedic ride, blending action with horror, and it captures the chaos of a post-apocalyptic world teetering between hope and hopelessness. Number 3. Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is set in a future where the Earth has become a frozen wasteland, a result of humanity's failed attempt to combat climate change. The last remnants of humanity now live aboard a giant, ever-moving train called Snowpiercer, which continuously circles the globe in an effort to avoid extinction. This train, a self-sustaining ecosystem, is divided by a rigid class system. The wealthy live in luxury at the front, while the impoverished are relegated to squalid conditions at the tail end of the train. But as the impoverished passengers grow restless, tensions rise, and a revolt begins to simmer. The series focuses on the journey of those at the back of the train, led by the enigmatic revolutionary Curtis Everett. Snowpiercer delves into the harsh realities of survival, class struggle, and the human desire for justice. It's a gritty, tense drama set in a claustrophobic, dystopian environment where the battle for equality and survival is fought on a global scale. Number 2. Fallout. Fallout transports us 200 years after a nuclear apocalypse has devastated the Earth. What remains is a barren, radioactive wasteland where humanity's remnants fight for survival in a world where the air is thick with radiation, and mutated creatures roam the land. For those who survived the initial devastation, they now face a new challenge: navigating the terrifying, dangerous world outside the safety of their underground vaults. The vault dwellers emerge to find a world gone mad, filled with remnants of old technology, warped by the devastating effects of radiation. Fallout captures the essence of a world where the past's mistakes have led to a twisted future. The series is not just about surviving in this broken world but also discovering its dark secrets, unraveling mysteries, and understanding the price of survival in a land where every corner hides a new threat. Number 1. Fallout. Continued. Surviving in the Fallout world means dealing with deformed creatures, ruthless factions, and a never-ending struggle to find resources. The landscape is littered with remnants of old-world technology, some of it still functional, others nothing more than dangerous relics. Each journey into the wasteland presents the opportunity to uncover buried secrets, encounter hostile factions, and explore areas filled with radioactive danger. Fallout is a deeply immersive series, where every decision you make could mean the difference between life and death. As survivors roam the ruins of civilization, the question isn't just how to stay alive, it's whether humanity can reclaim its place in the world or whether the chaos will be its permanent legacy. And that concludes the second part of our list. These post-apocalyptic series offer more than just survival stories. They explore the human condition, the price of survival, and the fragile nature of civilization. We hope this lineup helped you discover new series to dive into. Let us know in the comments which ones you've seen and which you plan to watch next. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for future rankings.